Opera cat who turned 19 this weekend. I think we have a picture. Do we have a picture? I don't know, but you know, whatever. Please.
If you're new to the channel, man, hit that sub button, man. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like on the video, man.
Our first wedding anniversary. Please give us a shout out. There you go, a little shout out. We play Cash Show every day. Oh, look at them. That's so cute. Still in that honeymoon period, but you know, may that last through the rest of their years. Absolutely. Right on? All right. You know what, James? Thanks for joining us here for the shout-out section of the show. But we'll see you later in the show. Get out of here. Hey, do you mind? There's some of the light bulbs out. You mind changing them? Change them again? Yeah, please. Okay. Thanks, James. Appreciate it. James Curley, everyone. Very nice. All right, now, if you're new, here's how the game works. We deposit real cash into your PayPal account for answering prize questions correctly. Invite those family and friends to get extra lives. Connect your Facebook account to eliminate wrong answers. You get 5 of those, by the way, but you can only use 1 per show. Join on time to do that. Just turn on your push notifications. Keep that app updated. We say it all the time, but it's so important. Remember, if you have more than 1 extra life, that's great, but you can only use 1 at a time, so save the rest for later. And after our final round, for this game, stay tuned because everyone loves it. It's the Lucky Spin where you can win a prize to help you earn more money here on the Cash Show. Before we get started, Susie 1 is from Fresno, California. Frez, yes, is what I say. Flint Mom 23, hi from Montana. Montana's in the house. And is that Statty Baby or Stat Baby? Buffalo. Buffalo's in the house. Buffalo NY. Very nice. Very, very cool. So you know what? We want to hear from you. So I know in the comment section, let us know where you're from. I know people love to shout out where they live. People love to shout out the state that they're in. They have such pride as to where they were born, as well you should. But we're hearing all these new states represented, like Montana, Buffalo, New York, we've never heard of. A lot of people play on the East Coast. We have a lot of New Jerseyans. But you know what? Let us know what's going on. You know what? I think it's time for some trivia. Let's get it started right now. Question number 1, Monday evening edition of the Cash Show. Which of these countries is an island? Chile, Japan, Poland. Now, as far as I know, the definition of an island is a place surrounded by water, land surrounded by water, or you may know this as a place where people get stranded in movies. Either one works, but your answer is Japan. Japan is actually made up of 6,852 islands. Aren't you thankful that we just call it Japan? I know I'm very grateful for that. If we had to name all of them, we'd be here all night, which would be kind of fun on some level. But you know what? You're here to play trivia, and now we're moving on to our next question. Now, I hope that you paid attention on our last show because we gave you a clue to this question. Here it is. Number 2, in the old cliche poem, roses are red, and what flowers are blue? Sunflowers, violets, or daisies? I remember writing these poems to my grade school crush. She finally said, listen, you're an adult, I'm married, can you stop sending me these weird poems already? But the answer is, hopefully you paid attention. It's sad because it's true. The answer is violets, of course. Now here's a poem for you. This is not one I sent her. Roses are red, violets are blue. You want to win money on the Cash Show, and I hope you do too. All right, number 3, isn't that beautiful? Which of the following actors did not play a prominent role in Saved by the Bell? Mario Lopez, Mark-Paul Gosselaar, or Tom Cruise?
Who didn't? Tom Cruise.
How many of you have even seen Saved by the Bell? Do you remember the show? Mr. Belding was the principal. He was my favorite character. And the actor who was not on Saved by the Bell was Mr. Tom Cruise. Now, Mario Lopez played Slater, while Gosselaar played Zach Morris, the main character, who used a ginormous phone like this. He walked around school. Why they let him walk around with something like this, I don't know, but he walked around school doing business deals or something like that. I don't even know how you communicate with somebody. Call, please. I don't know. There's no touch screen or anything. Weird. Number 4. Sorry for that. Number 4. What material covers the head of a matchstick? Gold, phosphorus, or lead? Reaching for matchsticks, first of all, be very careful. Second of all, have you stopped to appreciate what it's actually made of?
I think it's B, because I don't think lead even flammable.
Moment right now, so let's take a moment for matchsticks. Moment over.
Your
answer is phosphorus.
I knew it.
You got that right. You're moving on to our next question.
It's talking about
German
C,
alchemist Henning Brand discovered phosphorus in 1669. And while we're thankful for fire, there's no escaping the fact that matches smell like rotten eggs, right? Kind of gross. Maybe it's just me. Not who smells like rotten eggs, but the things that they smell. Never mind. Number 5. What Chinese fermented tea has recently become popular in the West due to its probiotic properties? Oolong, kombucha, or barley?
I'm not from up over there. I have no clue, folks.
If you live anywhere
Fuck it.
where there's a hipster population, then you know this answer right away. God, the hipsters are made fun of so many times on this show. I'm sorry, hipsters, if you're one. I'm rubbing your man butt. The answer is kombucha, of course.
Hell yeah.
Now, because it's usually contains a small amount of alcohol, kombucha is regulated in some countries as an alcoholic beverage. Perhaps all those shiny, happy kombucha drinking hippies are really just a little drunk and not high on yoga like we first suspected. DT87, Zach Morris is trash, a YouTube series. It's funny. Okay, so Zach Morris is a YouTube series. Zach Morris is trash, is a YouTube series. So Zach Morris, okay, well, I'll have to tune into that if I can even figure out where I was visiting to watch that, because obviously I confused everything with that. But you know what? No confusing this fact that we are at our prize questions. Remember, you can all tweet us directly at @Casho_trivia or reach me directly at @Casho_Raphael. I love seeing your smiley, happy faces, and of course, your pet photos. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. All right, our first prize question of this Monday evening is worth $150. What word or phrase is commonly associated with the character Jean-Luc Picard in Star Trek: The Next Generation? Beam me up, make it so, to infinity and beyond.
Beam me up. I think Infinity
really
Beyond.
have to do Vulcan
Oh, I
School
know. No, Infinity Beyond was some other
Where's
shit.
my hand double? You guys know I can't do it. There we go. That's how you do it. Let me try to... It's just not going to work. I can't do stuff. Now, okay, the answer is make it so. Although the phrase is a common old saying in the British Navy, it's heavily associated with Picard, who used it regularly in the series. And I guess, am I? Okay, well, I guess a lot of you guys are not Trekkies, because we lost a lot of people on that, but sorry about that. Here's Comfort Cat. Do you feel comforted? I know I do. All right, you know what else is very comforting? Mr. James Curley, our Australia Casho host. Come on in. James Curley is back to read question number 7.
Excellent. Number 7. Here it is. Unless a permit is acquired, which animal is forbidden from being kept as a pet in Queensland, Australia? One of the northern states, the northeastern corner of the country. Is it an axolotl, a rabbit, or a possum?
Do you know that apparently anyone who gets caught with one of these faces a $45,000 fine?
You don't want to get caught with one of these, Raph. You really don't. The answer is rabbit. Yes, the Queensland government sees the rabbit as destructive pets. They've built fences. They've tried to stop them. They've caused all sorts of problems over the years. But magicians are allowed to apply for a special permit to keep one for their act.
All right, so just one.
Comfort Cat.
All right, rabbit.
Comfort Cat.
There you go. So, okay, so let me get this straight. So you're legally allowed to have kangaroos as a pet. Oh, kangaroos, but not rabbits. Have you seen this picture, James? Well, this picture.
Oh yeah, you don't want to. You can have them as pets. You don't want to feed them protein shakes. No,
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
By the way,
I had one as a pet.
Yeah.
And I gave protein shakes, and then my ex-girlfriend left with it. They're happily married now.
Rumor has it, James, that that's you without a shirt. But I'm just saying. Yeah, very cut up.
Part man, part kangaroo.
There you go. All right. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Thanks for joining us. Hey, look, squirrel. All right. Question number 8. Which of the following Jeopardy contestants did not play against the IBM supercomputer Watson? Austin Rogers, Ken Jennings, or Brad Ruder? Now, one of the main downsides to playing against the computer is, of course, the lack of quality trash talk, which is why I enter any sporting competition. But the answer is Austin Rogers. Now, Rogers may not have gotten the fame of playing Watson, but he also didn't have to suffer the humiliation of being defeated by a robot. By the way, if you were joining us in the last show we had tonight, I did the robot for no apparent reason at all. But number 9, more useless information. This is question number 9. It is worth $300. Are we ready? I am. Which British composer spent the last years of his life blind and paralyzed, dictating his works to Eric Fenby? Was it Benjamin Britten, Henry Purcell, or Frederick Delius? You know, jot this down wherever you need to, but if you're going to have anyone dictate your work, make sure you dictate it to Eric Fenby. He's the best one I hear. But your answer is Frederick Delius. You know, this is crazy. So in 1928, hearing that Delius had become virtually helpless because of blindness and paralysis due to syphilis, Benvie offered his help. Let that be a reminder to you guys. Safe sex. I'm just, seriously, no, it's not even a joke. Number 10. This is not a joke either. This is worth $300. Really? Are you serious? Number 10 goes like this. Wednesday gets its name from which mythological figure? Eros, Zeus, or Odin? You know, Philly1304 just commented in our comment section that I eat my rabbits, which is another way of keeping them close to you, I guess. You know, I always assumed that the name of Wednesday was named after a mythical sexy camel, considering we call it a hump day, right? Wednesday's hump day? That's what I thought, but maybe I was wrong. Apparently I was wrong, because the answer is Odin. The day literally means Woden's Day. Woden is simply how the Norse god Odin's name is said in Old English. And if you're wondering, and I know you are, what a mythical sexy camel looks like, here it is. We are all going down together. We really are. All right, number 11. This is worth $450. Let's stop smiling and calm down here. Number 11. What is the world's largest political party in terms of primary membership? Bharatiya Janata Party, Chinese Communist Party, or Democratic Party? One big old party. Let's find out what the answer is, though. Do you have your answers locked in? If you don't, it's too late. Hopefully you do, because you're moving on to question number 12 if you get this right. The answer is Bharatiya Janata Party. There are over 110 million members of the Bharatiya Janata Party in India. Imagine the epic potluck that could be had with a party that big. Oh, yum, a lot of potato salad. Now remember, speaking of parties, we're live again tomorrow evening, 2 live shows, and of course we have our pre-recorded shows throughout the day, every day. And here is your clue for tomorrow's show at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern.
Army matey, you better walk the plank.
Arr. Thank you. Nice work with the light bulbs. And guess what? This is our final round. Number 12, our final question of this round, is worth $1,614. What poet wrote She Walks in Beauty? Was it William Shakespeare, Lord Byron, or Robert Frost? Here is an excerpt from the poem. She walks in beauty like the night of cloudless climes and starry skies, and all that's best of dark and bright meet her aspect and her eyes. The answer is Lord Byron. If you got that right, congratulations. Lord Byron originally published the short lyrical poem She Walks in Beauty in 1814. It is one of his most famous works. You are famous at least for 15 seconds or minutes, depending on how you want to look at it, because you are a winner here on the Cash Show. Congratulations. There is our prize distribution chart right there on the screen. You can see the breakdown question by question. In case you were wondering, jot that down, take a screenshot, show your family and friends on what each question was worth monetarily. And then the next thing I want to see, we all want to see that, we want to see our winners list. We're going to see a lot of happy people, shiny happy people, who are drunk on kombucha maybe. There it is right there. Check them all out. Wow, we have 1,132 winners, each taking home $2.13. Great job. And you know what else is really cool? We have over 55,000 people hanging out with us, getting ready for our Lucky Spin. And speaking of Lucky Spin, I want to bring in our guest from Down Under, Mr. James Curley. Come on back.
All right. Yes,
Great
hello.
job.
Okay, let's get into it. It is time for the Lucky Spin. Let's do the Lucky Spin. Of course, you are guaranteed a prize, either a free lunch, you got the wrong gone, the skipper card, of course, which lets you skip directly ahead of the prize question to the prize questions, and the power prize, which is my favourite. It gives you double the cash out at the end of the show. So double the money.
That's what it's all about, right?
Cracker.
Double the cash. You know, real quick before we start spinning that wheel,
Yeah.
there are some people out there that say they love Sexy Pirates. Janet
442.
Janet H 442. And TC Moore 4 says your eye patch was upside down, but you know he's from the land down under, so
Yeah, everything's
for you
the
it
toilet
doesn't make
flush is
sense.
backwards, the eye patches are backwards. It's
Come on, give it the program.
yeah. Shout out to Curly from a former Aussie. Aussie 6666.
Once an Aussie,
Got the
always
dark
an Aussie.
side.
All right, here we
Okay.
go. Are you ready, James?
Yes, let's do the Lucky Spin.
So something that's super important, James, is that I don't think we mentioned this, that people have only 24 hours in which to use the prize they're going to win.
Yeah, you don't want to hoard. You don't want to hang on to it.
No.
Yeah. So if you get a few, you just got to burn them.
You just have to use them because that's what they're there for.
Yep.
And so make sure that 24 hours, I know it looks cool to have them kind of in your cache, but make sure you use them right away or they won't be good anymore.
They'll just
Because
disappear.
that's right, we want you to
Gone.
get all the way to question 12 if you haven't yet, or if you've been there, you can revisit it.
Absolutely.
I cannot thank you enough for joining us again. I'm looking forward to when
Great to see
the
you.
Australian